Greetings in the divine name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the First, King Alpha, and I Divine Mother Empress Menen, Queen Omega, and I the children of Jah Rastafari, representing for the Yank Nation family, popularly known as Africa. Yes, greetings ones and ones. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Jah. Once again, give thanks for lending ear so I can articulate Rastafari. Now, I word sound is in relation to one of I iconic Rasta messenger. You know what I mean? Bob Marley. Now, as I can see, February 6, 1945, transition 1981. Now, in relation to Rastafari, Bob Marley is the iconic Rasta messenger. This man has globalized the dreadlocks image and also the words on the ear Jah Rastafari. Yeah man. Everywhere the gang go. The gang words on Rastafari. Take Rastafari globally. Now, the reason for this word sound is in a recent time, since the Bob Marley movie and everything, everything I resurface again, and you have some ones and ones now where step out on the social space, yeah, and I highlight, say, in them final moments, in them earthly trad, Bob Marley turned Christian. No. I as a Rasta, I received that within this. It's like when ones and ones come on and say Bob Marley turned Christian, it seems like the intention is to dissuade I from saying Rastafari. No. Bob Marley being Christian is irrelevant to Rastafari. Why? Because His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie was a Christian too. So, I know nothing to Rastafari if them claim say in a Bob final moments him turn Christian. That irrelevant. I know that in a Bob conscious trad, him declare Rastafari globally. Now, moreover, Bob Marley is a scriptural, a biblical Rastaman. Wherefore, biblical establishment as His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, through the Rastalogical worldview, is the return Christ in a kingly character. So Bob Marley, if them ones and ones say Bob Marley are Christian, like me say again, that irrelevant to Rastafari, because here why. If the notion is to tell I say Bob Marley turn Christian to dissuade I from Rastafari, I'm sadly mistaken. Can you hear the question? Is it Bob Marley who make Rastafari, or Rastafari who make Bob Marley? Now the answer is a Rastafari met Bob Marley. Bob Marley is the iconic messenger that spread Rastafari message globally. But before he became the iconic Bob Marley, who was Bob Marley? Who didn't know about Bob Marley? See, a Rastafari foundation, Bob Marley catapulted through the global space. So when I hear ones and ones I come talk about say Bob Marley a Christian, that don't mean nothing to Rasta. And if you want to point out say Bob Marley a Christian, point out His Majesty too. But even then and so, for Rastafari, that no mean nothing. You dig, like me say again, from the biblical perspective to the Rastafari worldview, His Majesty is Christ and I'm kingly character. Whether you want to accept it or not, that is your business. But this is Foundation Rastafari. Now, like me say again, it is not Bob Marley who make Rastafari. Rastafari make Bob Marley. So, for the ones and with them negative propaganda we are try dissuade I and I, it's not going to work. Because again, Rastafari manifests out of oppression, white oppression and domination. When I repeat again, I always repeat this. They took captives and turned captives into slaves, and those who refuse, the resistors, it's I and I Rastafari, who refuse to accept where UNO want us to be. And I reclaim and declare I and I identity through this Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie as I divine, and the continent, the Ankh Nation continent, where I declare a little geographical space that we call Ethiopia. But Ethiopia for Rasta continentally is Africa. I prefer to introduce Ankh Nation because once again, through I a sovereign mind, sovereign thinking, sovereign people, I name what I wish to name, and I wish to name the continent what? Ankh Nation. Why we call it Ankh Nation? Because are the people them who give life to the world. I is the people who give life to the world. So Ankh Nation is suitable. I hear all kind of story about Africa and who name it and where it come from, but I want thing rest assured from this day forward, when you hear Ankh Nation, we not forget and spell where it come from. Just like when you hear Jah Rastafari, you not forget and spell where it come from, because it come from I and I. So shall it be in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. I and I give civilization to the world, so it is I and I duty for we can reclaim and re-establish I and I identity through Rastafari. And that's the sound there, you know. So we not take nothing from the iconic Rasta messenger, you know. But we want ones and ones know say, I know Bob Marley make Rastafari, Rastafari make Bob Marley. Bob Marley is the one who catapult the global sound of Rastafari, Rastafari message to the world. And that we salute the king and hail him, because him come as that vessel and he did what he's supposed to do. Because that time purpose. You see it? And show them and those that Rastafari word sound is real. Word sound and power Rastafari. So other sound they resonate, you know what I mean? And I come, and this word sound, you know, it's not necessarily for the ones and ones them, you know. It's I and I as Rastafari, especially the young cubs them we are forward in. And I try Rastafari and I declare Rastafari. Like I say, Rastafari resistance And Rastafari are your one. It was birthed out of white oppression and domination. They took your identity and tell us you're Jamaican, you're Black American, you're Trinidadian, you're Guyanese, you're Antiguan, you are whatever they want to call it, you are Black British. You know what I mean? You are Bayesian. And all of the other names are the different spaces where black people occupy right now, are domiciled to. But I and I know, say, I and I is the children of Ankh Nation continent, so-called Africa. And all of I and I subscribe to that. Enough of I and I rather to be identified with the space where it was domiciled to. Like you have enough ones to say we are Jamaican. No, we are Asian. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I and I know say I and I is from the Ankh Nation continent. That's our foundation. Whether I accept it or not. You know what I mean? And like I said, this divisive mindset have to be stopped before I and I can reclaim I and I greatness. And how we do that? Rastafari. Because Rastafari is yours. It come from you. Them never give it to you. You declare that to the world. So once again, like I said, Bob Marley being a Christian in a latter stage of his journey is irrelevant to Rastafari. You know what I mean? And furthermore, if we want to make an argument, we can question the consciousness of Bob Marley within that time. Because enough of the words on my and I hear is that the man was highly medicated. He might feel so much pain that a whole heap of drugs them shoot up in him. So one can question the validity. Was he conscious? But like I say again, I and I not even have to go into all of that for you. Like I and I try to debate what them want to put out there. You know what I mean? That is irrelevant. The point is that is irrelevant to Rastafari. Collectively. Bob Marley come and Bob Marley doing works. You know what I mean? And it's I and I now as the children of Rastafari to continue building the Rastafari family and do away with the divisiveness that separate things there. One accord, oneness, one family. I and I have to get in tune with that vibration. You see it? And they say it there. And this is for the young cubs them, the young lion them, the young lioness them. We're out there in this jungle where we call life. I and I have to what? Protect the pride, secure the pride, and know so we are one under the umbrella of Rastafari. Because you don't have to guess and spell about it. No, boy, no one can tell about that. Because it come out of your what? Sufferation. Your desire to what? Reclaim your identity. Your desire to define who you are. Not accepting what they want you to be. You are tell them who you are, and you have declared yourself, and you have declared your God as His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I Jah Rastafari, and I Divine Mother Empress Menen. Hence I the children of Jah Rastafari. So once again, we're going to seal it up, you know. And we say, remember that Rastafari is yours. None never gave it to you. Rastafari is Caribbean African unity. Jah Rastafari without apology. Sealer.